The call came at 11:47 p.m., not the hour for accidents or apologies, the hour for truths people try to bury. Her voice was calm, too calm, like she'd rehearsed it. "Don't wait up, I'm with Claire." I stared at the ceiling, phone pressed to my ear, and let the silence stretch until she asked, "Are you still there?" I was, listening to the lie slide past her teeth. Claire had called me 2 hours earlier. She was in Chicago for a conference. My wife had forgotten her script. My chest didn't tighten, my hands didn't shake. I only said, "Drive safe." And then the line went dead. The room grew larger around me, shadows breathing. The hum of the refrigerator across the hall sounded louder than it should. I lay back and closed my eyes, not to sleep, but to sharpen. It wasn't the first lie. Little fractures had formed months earlier. A perfume I didn't recognize. A laugh too bright at the wrong text. The way she angled her phone slightly away, not enough to draw suspicion, unless you lived inside the details as I did. Denial was easy at first. Marriage teaches you to look away, to preserve the illusion because it's cleaner than dismantling the whole machine. But illusions rot. I started noticing patterns. Work late nights that ended with damp hair, not from an office shower. Sudden silences when I entered the room. She still kissed me goodnight, but it was mechanical, something she did out of obligation, like setting the alarm. Beneath every gesture, something hollow stared back at me. I told myself it was stress, a phase. I almost believed it. Almost. Until that night. Until she tripped over Claire's name and left me alone with the pieces. I moved quietly, no confrontations, no accusations. Confrontation only warns the guilty. Instead, I studied. Phone records, receipts, digital breadcrumbs. She was careless. They always are when they think the other person still plays blind. One night while she slept, I unlocked her phone with the print she'd left on the screen. Patterns revealed themselves. Late-night messages, a number she never saved under a name, ride-shares routed to the same address. I memorized it. The next morning I drove by. A townhouse on the other side of the city, curtains drawn, 2 mugs visible on the counter through the crack in the blinds. I didn't knock. I didn't need to. I ordered a DNA test kit, quiet as a whisper. Our son? Hers? Mine? Ours? I wanted truth stripped of sentiment. When the envelope arrived, I took the sample like a surgeon, precise, detached. Sent it back without ceremony. On the outside, I laughed, worked, kissed her cheek. On the inside, I measured days by the slow burn of waiting. The email arrived on a Thursday afternoon. Probability of paternity, 0. 0. Clean. Absolute. I stared at it until the words lost shape. Then I printed it, folded it once, slid it into my pocket. That night, she sat across from me at dinner. She asked about my day, smiled. I reached into my jacket, placed the folded paper beside her plate, and returned to my food. She opened it. Her face collapsed, first confusion, then terror, then the desperate scramble of someone watching their constructed world disintegrate. She whispered, "It's not what you think." I looked at her, calm as glass. "It's exactly what I think." Silence spread between us like blood and water. I didn't yell, I didn't demand names or timelines. That would have given her power. Instead, I slid my phone across the table. On the screen, the address, the townhouse, photos I'd taken of her car parked outside. Her hand trembled as she pushed the paper away. Her mouth opened, then shut, like she couldn't decide whether to beg or confess. I leaned forward just enough. "Tomorrow, I'll call the lawyer. Tonight, you'll pack." She reached for my hand. I pulled back. Her eyes brimmed with panic. Mine stayed dry. When the door closed behind her, the house exhaled. I walked through each room slowly, touching nothing, listening to the silence reclaim what had been stolen. No pity rose in me, no grief, only clarity. She had built a life on deception. I had dismantled it with patience. Our son, her son, slept upstairs, unaware that the ground beneath him had shifted forever. I stood in the doorway, watching his chest rise and fall, and felt nothing but resolve. I would raise him, love him, protect him. But not for her. Never for her. Some truths don't shatter you. They carve you clean. And when the carving is done, you are sharper than you were before. Sharper and untouchable.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.